Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
When the men are not financially confident, that's who they run to, the bigger girls, because most big girls are going to have good credit, have some money, and be able to help take care of them.
And cook.
Bigger woman says, help. Smaller woman says, oh, I have to carry that load. Oh, I got to take care of her. Bigger woman says, she going to help me. She going to put this load over her back. So
because that's what she has to do to keep a man, to maintain a man.
To make up for it.
Yeah.
So the man, again, not want to just sacrifice, step up, be by yourself for some time, get your money right. I'll just go get a big girl, she'll help me.
So I'm done with this Lori Harvey situation. I'm about to move into another topic. But before I do, I have to make this known, okay? I feel like some of you guys are instigating, okay? And you guys send me things to react to, right? And sometimes I think you guys are trying to pin me up against Six. Yeah. Okay. Because we're both strong-minded. We have very, very strong opinions, right? She goes about life her way. I go about life my way. I have my opinion. She has her opinions. We don't have to beef though. But sometimes I be feeling like y'all be trying to pin us against each other. I don't beef with people online. I don't beef with women. Because at the end of the day, what works for her works for her. What works for you works for you. Now, you can be a consumer of both channels, right? But you don't have to pin us up against each other. And I see y'all doing that. And it's Black women. Yeah, it's Black women. It's Black women that do it. So I'm going to speak on this and I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, I have an opinion. She has an opinion. And it may be different opinions, but that don't mean we gotta beef with each other. That's weird, y'all. Y'all being weird. And this is why, like, this whole women empowerment and all, I just don't believe in it. Because at every turn, I'm thinking, like, we can be sisters indifferent, right? Because we're individuals. We can think for ourselves, right? And we don't have to agree on everything, but that don't mean we gotta beef with one another. And then it's strange how people feel like I can't even speak on some of the things that she says, right? Because you feel like I'm coming for her. I don't like that either. So it's just like, come on, like I just have to make this known first because it's annoying. One thing that I do like about Six is that she's tall. So we relate when it comes to some of our childhood trauma, okay? She grew up slim. I grew up thick. I was bullied. She was bullied. She goes about life a certain way. I go about life a certain way. It is what it is, okay? So if you like her content, okay, and it resonates with you, take the information and keep it moving. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. You have a right not to like it. Okay, you have a right not to like me. You have a right not to like what I say because you're an individual and I still respect you. Okay? Okay, so I just had to get that off my chest because I'm about to speak on this and I don't want nobody starting no drama because you know what I'm going to do? Log out. I'm going to log out and go about my day. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. Because y'all keep sending me this video. Y'all keep sending me this video. And y'all already know how I feel. So, but I'm gonna comment on it. I'm gonna comment on it.
The bigger girls, because most big girls are going to have good credit, have some money, and be able to help take care of them.
And cook.
Bigger woman says, help. Smaller woman says, oh, I have to carry that load. Oh, I got to take care of her. Bigger woman says she gonna help me. She gonna put this load over her back. So
because that's what she has to do to keep a man.
I don't know what size everyone is that is viewing this video, but I don't know if y'all have gotten the memo that we are not in the business of keeping men anymore. That's not the narrative. Big, skinny, small, mid-size, whatever. We're not in the business to keep a man at all. We're not doing that. No. And what is this idea that we keep upholding that fat women need to keep a man, that fat women have to work to keep a man? It's never been a compliment to be viewed as needing to be saved within the male gaze. And this idea that a fat woman is going to share the load and carry the load because she's fat and her standard is so low that this is what she has to do to keep a man. Disgusting. And it's not true. And it's not true. I'm not believing this propaganda. We're not going to keep speaking this into the universe because that's not what we're doing. And it's gross. It's gross and unprovoked. Fat women just be minding their business. And here y'all go with shit like this. I'm not going to keep up this narrative that fat women don't deserve to be cared for, that fat women can't be nurtured, that fat women can't be appreciated and in healthy relationships in which they are valued. We're not doing this anymore.
Okay, so I do feel like there's some truth to what Six is saying, right? But I don't think Black women are the target. I don't think that we're the target audience on what she said. Okay. She may have tried to implement us, but the reality is Black women are not being shamed and bullied for being thicker or plus size. It's white women. It's non-Black women. Okay. In their community, among their men, they are not accepted when they're plump or thick or plus size. Okay. Now, I don't go off of what men say. I go off of what they do. And according to what Black men do, because we all have to consider that Six is for Black men. She's for Black men only. She's not for interracial dating. So we are strictly speaking on Black men right now, right? Black men don't like slim. They don't like skinny. There are Black women walking around in the community right now battling with body dysmorphia and childhood trauma because they were bullied as a kid for being different, for being slim, right? For being more fit, for having six packs. I mean, Kayla Nicole, prime example. She gets bullied all the time for her body by Black men, Black people, because she's more petite, right? And so there are women walking around right now that are slim, grew up around Black people, and they were constantly told, you need to eat more. You look malnutrition. You look like you haven't ate in weeks or days. You know what I mean? You need to get thicker. Or they always felt overlooked by Black men, right? Because they were too skinny. So when she speaks on this, I really feel like she's speaking on fat white women who go out of their way to get a man out of the Black community because they know that Black men are more accepting of their plus size or their thick build. We see it all the time. So I don't really think Black women are the issue when it comes to this. I think it's a matter of what Black men desire. I think it's what they desire. But I will say this, every woman gets played. Okay. Men will sit on this app. They will sit on another app and they'll try to convince you you're the exception. They try to convince you you're the exception. I love you. You fine. Like, you know, I wouldn't date nobody that was this, or I wouldn't date nobody that's that, right? As soon as they convince you that you are the exception, you know what they do? They make you out to be a fool. Well, they try to. They make you look stupid because they go out and they get the complete opposite of what they said they was attracted to. So as soon as a man has you convinced that you're the exception, you end up looking like the fool, and you will continue to look like the fool every single time. This is why I don't feel like I'm better than other women, right? Men have not manipulated me in that way to make me believe that I am the exception, because I know men are for themselves. They not for me. They not for you. They are for themselves. So because of that, they can sit up here and try to convince me that I'm the exception, but I'm not a fool. I'm not. I'm no exception. Okay. So if it comes down to it, and a man is trying to choose between you and another woman, he's going to go according to himself. He's going to choose based off of himself. And you know what? They may have sit up here, manipulated you, and tried to convince you that you're the exception. But then right there in that moment, when he makes it about himself, he going to make you out to be the fool every single time. So I'm not about to sit up on the internet and debate with women about what men want. Like, I'm just not doing that. Men show you who they want. Okay. Black men, because we're speaking on them right now, they like what they like, and they go according to hip hop, rap songs. I mean, they tell you what they like. It's in their lyrics. It's in the women that they date. You see it. Like, I like big butts, but I can't not lie. Like, that song was out in like what, the 80s? Ain't nothing changed. They like thick. That is what they like. Now, if Six was to include, if she was to include non-black men, then yeah, what she's saying makes 1,000% sense to me. And the reason is because in the white men's community, they like their women slim, fit. That's what they like, right? That is what they promote. I mean, look at their BMI charts, look at their weight charts and things like that. Like, they expect for me at 5'10" to be 150. Black men wouldn't want me at 150. They tell me that all the time. I'll never forget when I was 250 and I was trying to lose weight. They were like, "Oh, don't lose no more weight." I'm like, "I'm trying to get healthy. What you mean? Don't lose no more weight. Don't lose your thickness. Don't lose your curves." And I'm like, "Dang, like, I'm trying to get healthy, right?" And they're like, "Oh, no, we don't want you to lose all that ass." You know what I mean? We want you to keep the booty, the thighs, right? So I'm just not entertaining this, y'all. Men will show you what they like, and you should go off of what they do and not what they say, because they can sit up here, manipulate you, and think you're the exception, and then turn around and make you look like the fool. Because I've seen men do that. Also, the last thing that I want to address, right? 250 at 5'10" on me, I'll have to show you a picture of what that looks like, because every woman's going to be different. Everybody's body is not the same. It's just not. I want to say that we as Black women, we definitely have an obesity issue within our community. So I don't want to deflect from that with me giving this commentary tonight, because I'm not deflecting that. I talk to Black men all the time, and they just want you to get in shape. They want you to be able to run up a flight of stairs, do some sprints. They don't want you to be sloppy, right? They want you to be in shape. They want you to be thick. They may want you to be plumb, but they want you in shape. They want you in the gym. They want you working out on a consistent basis, because they want to be able to enjoy your thickness. And they can't do that if you're not taking care of yourself. So that is what they want. So I'm not going to deflect from that. Yes, we have an obesity issue among Black women. That's something that we are working on. And it starts by not getting in relationships or marriages at 25, because your cortisol levels increase, which triggers your appetite hormone, which makes you overconsume. So Black women we're taking a step back. We're taking care of ourselves. We're in the gym. We're trying to work on ourselves. We're putting self-care first, which includes working out, getting some type of cardio in to get our heart rate up, working on our fitness, trying to get healthy, right? Because that's the goal, not size. It's health, right? And so, and when I say this, that includes myself, right? Men worship the ground that I walk on simply for being thick. They always have. They've always been overly obsessed with my thighs, with my butt. They've always been overly obsessed. And you know where I be at every week? The gym. So this is coming from a woman that has this reality, but still goes to the gym, works on my body for myself. Okay? Because if I go according to these men, they try to make it seem like, oh, you're the exception, but they will make me look like the fool. I'm pretty sure they'll go out here and get with a woman that is smaller than me, or that is the complete opposite of me. It is what it is, you guys. Men are going to do what is best for them. And I wish we would get on the same program, because I get it. I get inspired by men. I'm admired by how they move sometimes. Okay, because they put themselves first. They put themselves first. That is one thing that they do. They will put themselves first. They don't care who they piss off. They don't care who they inconvenience. They put themselves first. And I just want women to get on the same program, because that's one thing that they do. Okay. And because they put themselves first, they tend to try to manipulate us so that they can continue to put themselves first. But see, we're not going for that no more, right? Ladies, we're not going for that no more, right? We're waking up, we're seeing the BS a mile ahead. And so we just avoid them completely, because we are now putting ourselves first. That's what this is about. So on that note, hopefully you guys are getting in shape, getting healthy for yourself. Because if you only doing it just to get a man, sis, let me tell you something. You will be disappointed. You will be disappointed. If you in the gym just to get him, you gonna be disappointed. See yourself as valuable enough to do things just for you.